All right, we're going to get real sneaky against Liam and hope that a king comes and we stack ace king. Oh, God. If I have just called that against Liam after he satellited in, it's actually one of the sickest hands that's ever happened on internet poker in the history of the internet poker. Oh, Liam, if you've just got really unlucky with ace king, I'll actually feel a little bit sorry for you. He's going to think I'm bluffing too. How could I ever have a hand? If you've got aces though, Liam, and I'm doing your betting for you, let me tell you right now, I'm going to be pretty angry. Come on, Liam. Call the ace king. Give me the bounty. I know you satellited in. I know you're my fellow Irishman, but I've got to try get it. I called it on the turn. This is what I predicted, and here we are. I do think Liam's going to call. He doesn't want to get bluffed on the stream. Wow. Wow. Oh, he gets moved. Sad times. All right, we'll check. Liam says, thank God you had king queen. Honestly, like, it's always kind of tempting to raise these flops. Just min raise, just see how to react. I've got a top pair. I've got a flush draw. And if a 9 comes, I make a pretty poor straight. Such an interesting size. The thing about this size is, like, they're repping a pretty strong hand into an uncapped range because I can have flushes. I can have 2 pairs, you know? I think we just check and win. Like, maybe they have ace 9 or something. Maybe they have ace queen. Just a 9-6, eh? Wow. It's a pretty hand. Any bounties available? It's not looking so good, you guys. See, like, I don't know. It's true. Alright, I'm just gonna call. I don't know. Is it true? Like, I just don't know. We have not played online, and now we feel rusty AF. Wow, it's a big bet. That's a really big bet. I mean, obviously I'm not folding. I don't think I really want to go all in. Like, they're repping that they have a stronger hand than me. A lot of their bluffs are going to come from, like, ace-x suited. So, you know, if they hit their ace, we're going to make a straight. They could have been bluffing also with a 10 sometimes. You know, like, it's not impossible that they bet the flop with, like, a 9-10 suited, king 10, and then they bet big on the turn. It's really grim, though. It is very, very, very grim. I think they should just bet the flop bigger and just make it easier for themselves. This is a pretty good hand. Shove here would be lovely. Have a chance for a filthy three-way on a Thursday night. Thursday night's a lovely night for a three-way here. 2 bounties up for grabs for the manipulator. All right, we just got to avoid a 9. Oh my God, it's a flashback to when Leo beat me at the final table. But this time we get the better result. This is where I want it. I want it in the 1K trill. Never mind your £2,000 high roller with a bloody massive PokerStars trophy for first place. I don't need that. I don't need that at all. I'm just going to shove here. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if, like, much they're going to 3-bet call for this smaller size. Obviously, they should be really polar when they're 3-betting. So I'm just like, do I want to click it? It's possible that I do. I'm just going to go all in. Yeah. That's what I call skill poker, boys and girls. Ancelotti. Fuck! This is what I mean about, like, how their ranges work for that small size. Like, obviously, you know, getting in queens in a vacuum is going to be fine for fucking 50 big blinds, whatever. But in a PKO, when I 3-bet that smaller size in position, you know, they're not very incentivized to be 3-betting me wide. When I covered them, felt a bit scary, didn't it? And I thought I'd outplayed them by flopping a queen. Fuck! Kind of weird with the bounty in play. Like, I'm really not sure what's best. And, like, now I just have no idea. It's funny, like, when you don't play poker for, like, a week, you're just like, I have no idea what to do ever. So I don't want to block a 7 now. A king is worth... Is every king worth B75 here? It's very hard for them to have a call, and I block a river jack. So I'm just going to go small and hope that if they have king queen, they just shove. Don't think they're likely to check it on the turn, but... It's pretty loosey-goosey, but... We cover giraffe, hand flops reasonably well. I would trap a lot here. Whether proud flop thinks or knows that, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't trap something like ace king or anything. I would just shove that because I'm going to get called a lot. But I would have, like, the top traps. But that might actually be a bit stupid. Maybe with 21 big blinds, proud flop just has to call me with everything. Maybe I don't want to have too many traps. Maybe I want to have traps like when I've got 30 big blinds, 40 big blinds here, and giraffe has this stack. Good hand. Good hand. Because, like, my bounty at this point is worth, you know, 10 big blinds, so they don't really get that raise full. So, like, maybe I don't want to have traps the way I just said there. Could be pretty fucking stupid, actually. Should just look. Paying off proud flop twice on the river, not ideal, but whatever. I think he should just be all in pre-flop this hand. Like, I could be wrong. I would just shove his hand or limp, but he's better than me at poker, so I just one raise. I'm all in. 2 kings, $375 bounty. Who wants it, mate? If this player could have traps. Those traps don't have to be aces, though. Don't think they should fold. Alright, we just got to avoid an ace from space for 40 bigs. I will just win my all-ins and punt it off post-flop like we always do. I'm just going to bet the turn. Small chance that we make a king fold. Could get called by a worse flush draw. You know, like jack ten of spades ain't going anywhere, is it? Small chance to make king folds. Could get called by worse flush draw, maybe a jack 10, queen jack sort of kind of region. I think I just want to jam linear to the top. Like, I don't think I want to take king 4 suited. Like, I think I just take king jack suited, you know, just with limited fold equity. I'm going to check raise this one, check call the rest of them. You might get me. He might get me. I don't have a lot of bluffs there. That's the reason why I decided. But like the way I think about it is, when I don't have a huge amount of bluffs, we want to be putting the bounty on the line. When I have loads and loads of bluffs, I don't like putting the bounty on the line. Crowd flop shoves, we do not fold. Shoving. Fuck, you know. I'm a great player. I'm a great guy. $250. A little fin finger wag on the way out. See you later, Johnny. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing about that re-raise is that it makes me nearly want to raise fold ace queen, right? His bounties were a lot of chips, so like I don't know. I'm gonna call. This might be stupid. Probably is. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Probably just fucking 3-bet free. Probably dumb. Alright, final two tables. This is pretty close, but Pro Beer's short and a big blind, $375 bounty. I'll treat myself. A lot of big blinds, isn't it? I didn't want to check, but I feel like we should. This is pretty gross if Pro Beer shoves. I know, like, I've got 2 parents, pretty good flop, but I think I'm gonna just check call and check shove some turns. Like, if I get in here, like, we're not gonna do very well. The nuts is gonna change a lot on the turn. I'm not sure. This is bordering on 10 for sure. I'm not sure. Sure about this one though. Come on, man. How did they know I've got kings? It's a pretty good turn card. I now have a full house. It's gonna be tough for me to get chips in, but we're gonna try. I've got quads. It does appear that I win. We have tried our very best for someone to put chips in, and we have failed. Kings on the bubble, eh? Kings on the Michael Bublé. I wonder what size we're going to make here. I guess I should probably open up the whole field. So I don't get the 4-bet small here. So I'm out of position against Pax, and Pax covers me, you know? Like, it's a weird... Like, it becomes a weird hand because he only made it 3 big blinds. So I'm just going to go big. That's fucking annoying. Isn't it like they're actually quite important though? Flahuva is just cleaning up down here. My size might have been nonsense up here, but at least I've got aces this time so I can make it smaller. Flahuva has 190 big blinds, by the way. 191 big blinds. It's 380k. What's the starting stack of this one? 25k? It's a $1,000 bounty, by the way. Obviously, we're getting stacked here if they have turned a better hand, which they very easily could on a 6. You know, they're going to have 8-9, some A4, backdoor flush or suit, something like 10-6, 7-6. It's all possible, but I will be putting all of the chips in. I think we have the best hand, like, unless they have exactly 8-9 or a straight or flop the set, because if they 2-pair, they would just shove the turn. Get really unlucky with like 5-deuce or 6-deuce of spades. Not getting snapped is nice. We want the call, but like the 7-second call. 3, 4, 5, 6. 71 seconds, a long old time. I think we're sound in terms of delay. I have a pretty long delay on. Alright. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 with 70 big blinds. I know. We playing some poker. They shouldn't really bet this flop a lot, I don't think. Win with king king, win with ace ace. It is easy game. Sometimes win with jack 6. Look at me go. We will call a shove versus any player here. $1,000 bounty. I'll gamble Tom Fox Poker. Timus for $375. Got to be king queen. It's looking good. All right, boys and girls, we are 3 out of 9. And you know what that means. You know what that means. This is very, very, very naughty. Very, 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 very naughty. I've got Maniac on full screen, so I won't know if they shoved at me. Do I want to have a bigger size here? Probably not. Probably not, because they're going to be super fucking strong a lot of the time. I will not be putting any more chips in here. I've given them away. Listen, this happens to me every time. This happens to me every time I put on Maniac. Just fucking take the hand off me. Bet one big blind. Put me out of my misery. Put me out of my misery. Not quite one big blind, but pretty much the same thing. One of that man's aces are dead. We lose one of the best players to ever play the game in 8th place, and we get ourselves some ladders. I guess we should put the payouts on the screen. I'm not really sure how large I would want to be raising here. Like, we obviously are having the potential to be fucked with, but I'm gonna bet this one. I would check call probably every other ace jack. I'm gonna bet the turn. I think I get like pocket sixes, sorry, not sixes, but I think I get like sevens, eights to fold, ace queen to fold, but I get called by like king queen of clubs. And like obviously unblock all of the ace high backdoor flush draws, so I'm gonna have a little bet. I really want to raise this, but I'm probably not meant to. Pretty good hand, depending on what they get up to. It's obviously a fantastic flop. As Porty Rock says, I miss your streams. How's the family? Good, but I'm looking forward to getting back to streaming a lot more, putting out a lot more content. Last 4 months have been so hectic. The last 4 years have been pretty hectic, to be completely honest with you. Not really sure. Like, I'm kind of tempted to just check and look to bet bigger on the river, because it's hard to go 3 streets on a lot of run-outs. I mean, he does have some ace X, but not a huge amount. Like ace 5, and then maybe I'm supposed to just check. With the flush coming in too, it's probably a little bit greedy. If it was an offsuit ace, it'd be a little different. I don't know if I should ever want to 4-bet here. It's very possible. I don't mind if they fold. Like, they might fold like a pair. I don't think they would 3-bet call ace queen from here. Maybe ace queen suited, and then maybe that calls, which would be really nice, obviously. I mean, still nice pickup for us. I'm not really sure what's going on with Paxa now. He's got 144,000. I know that Whale Pit's just opening way too wide. They have 2.5 exit and they're raising to Vlahiva, so this is like quite naughty to go after, but I'm still gonna give it a bash. Not really sure if I meant to use king queen here, but it's just because like they're just showing down some pretty spicy hands. I think if Whale opens this time, we just try and see a flop. What's that word? Take your time, bud. I am gonna start with a call. Without the king clubs, I'd be very tempted to shove here. With the king clubs, I'm just gonna call. Very grim if they shove, but obviously I can't fold. Let's hope they just have ace king with the ace of clubs, and not aces with the ace of clubs. Bruh. GG. I don't think I can fold. Don't know if the flat's okay pre-flop. I don't know. Not 100% sure.